What is going on, collective? It's been a little while, huh? Yeah, everything been kind of busy lately, you know. Let's see here. Let me think. Okay, first and foremost, I'm your boy Adam Raw. Welcome to my channel, right? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Man, like lately, I haven't had anything like really that like stood out or whatever, right? So, yeah, like I said, I haven't had much that stood out or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull some cards today because like I said, I've been practicing and stuff like that. So let's see what comes up today. Right? I'm thinking, let's look ahead and see, let's see what's coming for us. I do a 6-month spread, okay? We'll do it like that. So this is gonna be December. This is gonna be January, February, March, April, and May. Then this is what you don't see coming for that month. Oh, shit, I need to move some of this shit out the way. What was the point of me doing that? If sometimes I don't understand my own brain. Like I just moved a whole bunch of stuff out the way, and with the intent of getting some other cards out, right? But my special needs ass kept grabbing the cards and holding on to them and shit. I'm like, no, you need to move these out the way, you know? Okay. Okay, so pretty much we are already in this November. We are heading into December. So I'm gonna do a 6-month spread and let you, find out what you don't see coming for the next 6 months, okay? So far in December, what we don't see coming, you got the Justice card in reverse. Something is definitely gonna be unfair. There's some kind of unfair judgment or judgment against you, against someone else, or there's some kind of unfair judgment that is heading your way. It's not going to be fair, obviously, or you could be involved in some kind of fight, warfare, whatever. But whatever this is going to be one-sided, so it looks like there's something one-sided headed your way. Let's see what kind of energy this could be. Caring connections. Okay, so something could be one-sided in a relationship or a connection that you are involved with. It could be like friendships, could be marriage, could be marriage, friends, family, co-workers, you know what I'm saying? But either way, it looks like you're going to be in some kind of connection that's going to be like one-sided in some kind of way, shape, or form. But what you don't see coming about that is that there's a King of Pentacles in reverse here. That gives me the vibe of somebody who is abusing their money or somebody who cares more about their money than an actual relationship. So be careful about that. There could be somebody here who's more, more concerned about the money. And this could also be like a boss or a job that you're working. It could be a friendship, it could be a marriage, it could be a boyfriend girlfriend situation. See what kind of energy comes up here. Yeah, woman holding your heart in reverse. But this is definitely giving the vibe of some kind of feminine energy, possibly, that is out here that's going to value money over a relationship. So fellas, definitely be careful. There's definitely somebody out here who you think loves you or is in love with you, but they could actually be out here, you know, gold digging out here, just wanking to get your money. So be careful. Okay, so we got January. Let's see. But January, we have the Six of Wands out here. You're gonna get some kind of victory in come January, though. Okay, so come January, you can expect some kind of victory, an increase in your reputation, some kind of way. People are going to revere you in a sense. People are going to be looking up to you, especially after what you've been through. Somebody could, this could definitely be considered a victory on your behalf. Whether the victory is an increase in money, it could be an increase in attention, fame. It could be an increase in luck. Basically what I'm seeing here is a lot of Jupiter energy out here, especially Sagittarian energy, and increase, okay? Sagittarian and Leo energy with emphasis on reputation or fame, okay? Let's see what kind of energy comes up with this Six of Wands. Yeah, it looks like adjacent possibilities. It looks like you were offered a lot of different possibilities, but apparently whatever you chose or whatever you're pursuing after, aspiring after, is the right choice. So it looks like you made the choice out of all choices. So it looks like you're going to be presented with a lot of different possibilities, a lot of different, not just possibilities, but the vibe I get is that you're going to be presented with a lot of different opportunities or whatever it may be. But for some reason, like, you're going to pick the you're going to pick the best one for you. And that's going to be like the winning pick, okay? So, you know, do your best, you know, you'll know what to do at the time. I ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, pick the winner, and then it's just like, oh fuck, I picked the wrong. No, this has to do with you and your soul and your path, because on some real shit, where you are at that time may be different than where you are at this time. You see what I'm saying? So when you get there, you might need something else other than what, you know, I can advise you for today, okay? So what you don't see coming about this victory, I just said that, an expansion of luck, okay? So this right here this is the Three of Wands out here. This has to do with good luck, abundance. It has to do with future planning. This is you taking action toward a goal or accomplishing some kind of goal. And the vibe that I get here, you got the thinking woman. This is someone who's no longer contemplating or thinking something, okay? This is someone who's no longer evaluating, plotting, planning, or in that phase of getting things together to make a move. This is you actually making a move and the universe saying, okay, that's where you want to go. I'm going to help you. Okay. So the universe is aspiring with you in both aspects and situations here. Okay. It looks like there was a loss that's followed up by a gain in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Okay. So next we have December, January, February. So in February, it looks like you're going to start a new project. Yeah, it looks like you're going to start a new project, or you're, a new project is the vibe that I get here. Let me see what kind of energy this is. All tied up, okay? So something is going to go according to plan here. Either you planned this or you were getting ready to plan something, but it's like something that you improvised together. And, you know, maybe you've just improvised something. Like I said, February, you're going to improvise something, and it's going to release you from a lot of bonds and binds that you've been experiencing in your life, okay? It's going to give you the power and the authority to walk away from something or some kind of attachment that no longer serves you, okay? This happens in February, okay? February is definitely the month of love and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But just because it is the month of love doesn't mean that something else couldn't be, you know, something else isn't going to come up. Okay. So yeah, I could definitely see some kind of project, some kind of goal, some kind of unforeseen come up is basically what I'm getting here. You're gonna come up in an unforeseen way, and it's kind of like you manifested it just by a single thought. Because most of the time with the Page of Wands, it's like a passing thought. Okay, it's like an idea or a passing thought. You're gonna have a passing thought about something, and it's going to come into fruition in a way to free you up from something. So definitely listen to your intuition. Okay. In February, it's a good time to listen to your intuition. Let's see what else we got here. We got what you won't see is that at this time, your strength, it's going to be a time for you to recuperate and regain your strength. Let's see what kind of energy is behind this. Yeah, action. So this isn't going to be the time to take a whole lot of action in February, okay? At least according to the cards. It's telling you you may be taking action. You may have took action to free yourself from some kind of circumstance or situation. And now that you've accomplished that, it's going to require you to get some more rest energy. And you're going to have to recuperate in a sense, okay? You may overexert yourself, but you may not. Given that you are going to be winning in the month before January, that gives me the vibe of you coming up with all these goals and pursuing them. And it seems to give me the vibe of you being overactive in January, okay? And then in February, you're going to be exhausted, burned out, because you know what I'm saying, that's what naturally comes after you pursue an idea, a dream, a goal, and you accomplish it. Sometimes you'll have to step back and you have to relax after everything is mellowing out, okay? So yeah, February isn't the time to overexert your dominance. It's a time to relax. You're gonna have to learn how to use a little bit of strength to get the most amount of results, or you're gonna have to learn how to coast through, in a sense, okay? Because this isn't the time for major action, and which is why you probably have this Page of Wands out here. You doing a little bit of action or a little bit and getting major results, okay? Whew. Let's see what's happening in March. In March, it looks like you free yourself once again. February and March, you're going to free yourself from something, okay? You're going to be walking away from something that no longer serves you. Okay, it may take all your strength to do this, though, is what I'm seeing. Or it may take all your skill, all your know-how, all your improvisation skills, all your spiritual gifts, all your spiritual know-how to free yourself from something. But you are going to free yourself from it, okay? That's without a doubt. See what kind of energy we got here? Yeah, you got the Door to Spirit out here. So yeah, this is the universe ending something on your behalf. It's like the door to spirit is closing on a circumstance or situation, on a person, on a job, on an idea, on a belief system that you may have. This could even be a belief that was a self-limiting belief that was holding you back, that you were unaware of. Okay, because not all spiritual warfare it's not always spiritual warfare that holds you back. Sometimes you outgrow an idea, a belief, a concept, or something like that, and it's time to walk away from it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? That's just like how some people walk away from Christianity, some people walk away from being Baptist, some people walk away from being Catholic, some people walk away from being Wiccan, some people walk away from being pagan, some people walk away from the Nation of Islam, because they feel in their spirit that there's something more out there to curtail to their spirit or soul to expand them further. And that's exactly what this is about here. You expanding further. But first, before you can go through that expansion, it's time to release some kind of outdated belief that no longer serves us. And a lot of times it takes a while, because it's like this. An idea is easy to combat a thought is easy to combat than an idea. Okay, and then the idea is easy to combat than a belief. You know what I'm saying? Because once you believe it, it's rooted deep down within you, and it's harder to change a belief. It's harder to change, contest, or alchemize a belief system than it is to change what someone is thinking or some kind of idea. Okay, excuse me. Because most of the time when it comes to an idea, you just present someone with a new information and it'll contest their ideas or their thought, right? However, if it's a heartfelt belief, it's even harder because it has to be facts after facts after facts after facts after facts. Okay? So yeah, whatever this is, there's something that's going to let go. It could be in your belief system. Now that I'm thinking about it, could be in your belief system. What you don't see coming about this, yeah, it's definitely a belief system. I don't know how I knew that. I just flipped this over. Okay, so you got the Hierophant here. So yeah, there's going to be a transition from taking on more religious practices to more of a spiritual practice. And the difference between that is that when something is religious, it's concrete. Okay, it's like religion is more like K through 12. It's the concrete foundations of what spirituality is, right? Now, when you become more spiritual, a lot of people think it's witchcraft and all of that, but no, it's all about what you make it to be. It's all about your connection with God personally. In the Bible, no one was religious. And people became religious. I'll put it like this. In the Bible, most of the people who were prominent figures in the Bible, they were spiritual people. They wasn't religious. They were spiritual. Okay? And that's because they learned how to develop their own relationships with God. Like Moses, he learned how to develop his own relationship with God. Elisha, they developed their own relationships with God. Noah, he developed his own relationship with God. The people who took the time to develop their own relationships with God went a lot further in the Bible, and thus reinforcing the religious aspects of Christ when Christ came. After Christ came, then we had what, in my opinion, religion. But prior to that, it was all about personal connections with God. And the major warfare that happened in the Bible was always affiliated with man having his own interpretation of what God thought. That was the flaw of spirituality. Because with spirituality, you have one man, like, the king, who will go above to God and bring back what God interpreted, bring back the interpretations of God. But keep in mind, he had to use his own words, right? Well, sometimes there were men like Nimrod who would misconstrue the words or it was men like Nimrod who would misconstrue the words and also take, I want to say, credit for what God had done in their lives. But God, one thing I've told people is like, I've done nothing. The only thing that I've ever done in my life is pray and ask God to do it. This has nothing to do with me personally. It has nothing to do with you personally. A lot of things is because God allows it. Even if you did spell work and stuff like that, it's because there's a greater force behind it. It's never you. Okay? That's just like, calling the police. You're not arresting that person. The police are actually doing the arresting in a sense. But anyway, like I was saying, when it comes to spirituality is what gave us different religions in life. There were, like, for instance, David, right? A lot of people say that David was a man of God, or a lot of people don't know why why God called David a man after his own heart. It's because he embraced the spirituality aspect versus the religious aspect. Okay? With spirituality, you can be so in love with God like David was, that you'll go out into the wilderness and you'll write God poems, you'll sing to God, you'll do sacrifices to God that aren't even asked for or necessary to most people. Why? Because religion, you need a reason to do certain things. But in spirituality, you go with what you feel. Okay? It's all feeling. It's all personal connections and stuff like that. And that very may well be the thing that someone is letting go. You or someone else is letting go in the month of, I believe, March. Yep, March. Let's see what energy is coming up here. Woman holding a coin in reverse. Yeah. Looks like somebody's going to transition from being more materialistic to being more spiritual in a sense, okay? Someone is going to realize that what you don't see coming is that someone is going to start focusing on the money aspect of life, the materialism, and what they can get out of certain things. And they're going to start focusing on more of the spiritual practices of life and how it's interconnected with the universe, our role in the universe, and how the universe expresses itself through us, and how we express ourselves through the universe. You see? Because it's all interconnected. Okay. Now, let's get to April. Let's see what's going to happen in April. April, all that hardship and stuff that you were going through is going to ease up, okay? It's going to be smooth sailing. Well, I'm not going to say smooth sailing, but a lot of the burdens and a lot of things that you were worried about up until that point are going to be released off of your back. You're going to experience a full release in March. However, in April, you're going to feel the full effects of it, of things being easy going, harmony, balance, things balancing out, things going in a free-flowing manner. Let's see what kind of energy we have behind this. And this, we have the sun reversed, okay? Normally, when we get the sun reversed, I have to do with like optimism and stuff like that, right? But in this circumstance and situation, because we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, the vibe that I get from this is that, it's kind of like, okay, normally when we get the sun, it illuminates things, it points things out to us, right? It reveals things for us to see. But with the Ten of Wands in reverse, I'm not saying that it seemed like maybe there is some kind of distracting energy here. Maybe you will be like distracted by the easygoing energy that, you know, of harmony or whatever. And maybe this is a warning instead, letting you know, like, you know, it's okay to relax. It's okay to get back on your, you know, to recuperate. However, you know, don't be distracted by focusing on, you know, basically what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess the best way I could put it to make it, you know, work is like this. You got the Ten of Wands. This person is focused on their feet and on their ground, right? They will focus like this. It's like you don't notice the sun in the background. You know what I'm saying? You don't notice anything other than the burdens that are levied on you. But in reverse, this person is actually looking up, okay? So yeah, it'd be a time of being freed up from a lot of things, but don't forget that there are still things in the background that are hidden. There's still things going on in the background that are not as prominent as what you went through and accomplished or conquered, but it's still there, okay? So let's see what we don't see coming, and this could possibly be what the sun in reverse is. The sun in reverse could be the moon card in reverse, which means that there's going to be some secrets that are going to come out in April. There's some things, some hidden things that are going to be revealing itself in April, okay? The springtime, okay? Let's see what kind of energy we got here. We got a storm warning here, okay? So the energy that I get here is that there's definitely going to be some chaotic energies going on in April. Definitely be careful and watch yourself when it comes to that, because it doesn't always have to be your circumstance or problems or anything like that. This could be somebody else's problems or involvements that just want to get you involved in it, okay? Next, we have the Chariot for May, right? This right here is the go ahead to press forward, okay? And another thing with April is the retrograde, Mercury retrograde. That's what it is. Okay, so yeah, we may be going through a Mercury retrograde in March, April area. So yeah, things are gonna be rough, tough, hard to communicate. Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of revealing of things and stuff like that. A lot of stuff that people were hiding up until this point that didn't come out in this season will be revealed in March, May. You know, March, April-ish area, okay? Then come May, everything is free to go. That's when the Mercury retrograde catches back up and everything starts free-flowing all over again. Things, seeds are being able to be planted all over again. You're better press forward, you know what I'm saying? All will be well, right? So what kind of energy we got here? Yeah, Garden in the Gate. It's gonna be an abundant time, okay? A lot of opportunities, a lot of new connections. A lot of the frost of the old is going to be shaken off to give birth to the new in your life and over your life, okay? Next, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is what you don't see. This is definitely For some people, some readers, this is like the black black magician, or the black witch, or someone who uses magic or whatever. And this deck, this is my bitter woman deck. This is someone who's extremely jealous, envious, bitter, abuses her beauty, her looks, and her authority, you know, to get power over others. She abuses her own actions to get power over others. So this is what kind of energy she's coming with. Okay, so there's the sixth chakra here in reverse. So yeah, there's some kind of practitioner out here who's going to experience a block mentally, a perceptive block. Her third eye is going to be blocked off completely. It's going to be sealed up. It already started back here in, let's see here. It's already started. The vibe that I get is that it's already started, okay? However, in March, well, I mean, in May, it's going to be completed, okay? Actually, I'm going to pull another energy card for that, and I'm going to pull another card for it, see what else comes up. I'm going to pull from another deck and see what comes out. Okay, so you got the Star card in reverse, you got the Temperance card in reverse, and you got the Empress card in reverse, yeah. So basically, there's somebody out here who was attacking an Empress, and they were still, you know, trying to unbalance someone and try to make someone disappear and make people not validate this person's existence. You got yeah. Well, whoever this person is, you got the hostilities card in reverse, covering the star in reverse. So yeah, it's kind of like they're gonna try, whoever this is, they're gonna be removed from the situation, or they're gonna try to walk away from the situation. Some kind of way they're gonna try to fade themselves out to make it as if it never happened or existed, right? And then with Temperance in reverse here, this person is gonna struggle with their personal healing and happiness, right? Remember, because I said that was a bitter woman or whatever, and you got the Temperance card here in reverse, yeah. So either they don't want you to heal from them and their own malarkey. However, because that intention, because they were dwelling in that intention to keeping you from healing, to keep you from moving on, it's going to start manifesting sometime, you know, during the spring, during the end of winter, spring area, right? Because this is because remember I said one thing about magic and manifestation is that when you, in order to cast that kind of stuff out on people, you have to be in a hatredous energy to cast hate. You have to be in a loving energy to love, right? So this person was living in this hatredous, envious, unhealed, unhealing, dark energy, and was trying to project it, manifest it into the life of someone else. But they don't realize that they've been in that energy for so long that it's throwing off their mental balance, their emotional balance, especially. And now it's going to start manifesting in their lives, okay? It's going to manifest in their lives. Wow. Last, you got the Empress out here. Yeah, and it seems like this person was hell-bent on breaking the Empress's heart. So, and this all has to do with this Queen of Wands out here, you know. So that gives me the vibe of that one Bible story. There was a man, when Saul got changed to Paul, Saul was a man who took pride in persecuting Christians. He went out of his way to kill Christians, right? And persecute them and falsely accuse them and try to kill them and all of that kind of stuff, right? Same thing that's going on here. You may be Christian, you may not be, right? Either way, you could be a morally upstanding or virtuous, or only just trying to figure out your own way in life and leaving everything else to itself, right? Well, that's okay. You know, you got somebody who sees that and they're envious and jealous of that, probably because they wish that they could do what you do. And at the end of the day, it's like they know that they can't compete with you because they don't compare. So what's the next best thing? To destroy it, right? So you got somebody out here who attempted to destroy you only because you were happier than they were. And you could have been happier with less, okay? Well, because they were in that energy for so long, trying to destroy you, all of that energy is coming back. There's no delaying it or anything like that. Because, you know, in order for that delaying, in order for them to not get whatever karma is coming their way, good or bad, because if they're trying to hold up the bad karma, guess what? You're going to hold up the good too with delays, because it's intertwined, right? And if you want just the good to come through, you have to allow the bad. That's juju too. Because energy, you know what I'm saying? It's energy, right? It doesn't die. That's the thing. Juju and karma and all of that is all energetic. You can alter it, but you cannot kill it. You can't kill it, right? And that's what someone is trying to do out here. They're trying to like kill the energy, but it's not gonna work. Okay? It's not gonna work. It's only transferring. You may deflect it or delay it, but it's only for so long. And if you delay that, you're going to delay all the good works in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like telling your boss to put off paying you for your work. You know what I'm saying? You know how like if you work for a whole week and you're like, oh, don't worry about it this week, pay me next week. Oh, don't worry about it this week, because you're afraid to pay bills, right? you may not have, you're going to have a bill eventually. It's going to build up like everything else. And by the time you do get that paycheck or whatever it is, all of that's going to come out of it anyway. So yeah, basically the vibe that I get here is that, you know, somebody has been in a certain kind of energy for a long time. And it doesn't have to just be you. But whoever this is, it's like they've been in this energy for a long time, and they've been trying to like project it or use it to focus it towards someone else's life. Could be your life, could be somebody else's life, right? If this is you focusing, doing that kind of stuff, just stop. Get out of that energy. Take whatever karma is coming at you, because the karma that you deal with today is going to be a lot less worse than what you deal with tomorrow. Okay? And not just that, you know, just like I said, just let it go. That's the best thing I can say. Just let it go. Because you're doing a lot more damage to yourself living in this energy, because essentially that's what you're doing. You're keeping yourself trapped in this energy. So anyway, what this person is actually doing is, like I said, you know, they're living in that energy. When they wake up, they hate you. When they go to bed, they hate you. That's why God was telling us, like, you know, don't stay angry when the sun goes down, right? Because the longer you will stay in that energy, the more it attracts itself back to you, okay? It's kind of like pointing a finger. Although you're pointing the finger at somebody and you got two fingers pointing at somebody, you still got three pointing back at you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Either way, people gonna get what that's coming to them. You got some good stuff coming your way. And that's all I got for this reading today. I love you guys. You know, stay blessed. May Saint Michael, the Archangel, resort to his protection. Keep you all safe, and any and all spell work or whatever's coming your way, we resort to Saint Michael the Archangel to deflect it back, even if it's just picture magic or if someone uses your image in a foul or messed up way. We also resort to God, to the protection of Saint Michael over that as well. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, so we say it, so it shall be. Have a blessed day.